Hello, hello, hello. Hello there. Okay, welcome everyone to Late Night Baltimore. It's not quite late night, but it is Baltimore. We hope you enjoyed the intro of the show. Watch this. I've got this fancy thing. It's really cool. I can do sounds. Watch. You like sounds? You like images? Yes. Hello. Okay. Let the show begin. This program in Late Night Baltimore is going to be a review of Austin. Okay, so we're going to share a screen with our Austin and we're going to watch all of Austin. Okay, is that good for all y'all? Let's remember Austin. Austin began, right? 2 flights, Atlanta to Austin, and we are here. Baltimore has come to Austin, and tomorrow we plan to go to Mexico. So I don't like flying, but the flying was all right. This was when we first got here. As we said in football, we like everything that's being done by our teams. I haven't checked the news today. I'm going to call Fez later and see what he's up to, what he knows about any moves today. This is when I first got there. Talk first about day. Some things going on in the news, and I know that we do a lot of quick, just negative things about what's happening in the news. And today tonight, first night here in Austin, I saw my buddy Al. We went downtown, got some. You can't help but eat well here. The food here is incredible. Food here is amazing. Amazing, I tell you. Can't be any better anywhere else. They give you way more than you'll ever need, and it tastes way better than it should. And that's the food here. Now, let me talk to you about some positive things in the political realm. We don't talk enough about what policies we're actually for. Universal health care is one. None of these wars that are taking place because we want to get an authoritarian dictator out of having the country thinking about the Epstein files. Another thing we like is if we are using military, it should be in helping Ukraine fight off Russia, because Russia does want to roll into Europe, and that's been our tradition. Those are our allies. Those are our the people that we are part of. Our tradition is to protect and side with from Russia, who wants to just rebuild its empire, a totalitarian one at that, oligarchical totalitarianist. And so that's another thing we're for. Let's see, what else? I said universal health care, voting rights returned, making it people not afraid to go vote, not making it easy to vote, because it should be easy to vote. And you shouldn't have to pay to vote. You shouldn't have to buy an ID to vote. That's a poll tax, so we don't do that. Okay, voting rights, going back to reproductive rights for women, term limits for the Supreme Court, because these folks, the way people live today, these folks will be in the Supreme Court maybe for another half century. The old people live today. Like term limits that only happen in off election years. So it is not always going to be a political issue. Those are some things we're for. Of course, environment, bringing back protections for the environment. Once we lose the environment, it's lost for good. Renewable energy, that's a big one. More cybersecurity. AI is coming in. We want to be able to tell what is AI and what isn't. A lot of laws that are coming in also is surveillance, more surveillance laws in the United States to watch what you're watching, which they pretty much already do, but they want more of it, and it's something we have to fight. And we got to have laws to that effect. Hey, King, somebody, something, welcome. All right, let's see, what else are we for? I'll probably think of a million things after done. Make Social Security serious again. It's a promise that we made in this country, and Social Security has to be solvent and has to be available for when it was promised to people. A safety net, our government. A better healthcare system with universal healthcare, Medicare for all, of course. Better building better responding teams, first responders. Helping undocumented people, citizens become documented, let them come forward who are working and living in the United States, and we deal with it. And since we have all this technology, we can go through these cases a lot faster. America should be a place where everybody that wants to live here can find a path towards citizenship if they follow the rules of law. Okay, hola, person on there who speaks Spanish. I don't know much Spanish, but I'm near Mexico, and tomorrow I will be stepping into Mexico, hopefully. Austin, I landed in Austin today. It's a beautiful city. It's a great airport. I heard he had some food. Went in a little of the downtown area, mostly around the university, which is a thriving place. A lot of energy, a lot of young people, a lot of diversity. All the things that we value is being great in the United States, or that we hope that we one day do again. All right, that's me on my soapbox. I will be back with a way to do a green screen maybe. I'm going to get more footage. And this week, the film festival starts. That starts in 2 days. And it's going to be great. The South by Southwest Film Festival is the coolest festival, film and TV festival, and the best. And even in these horrible times of us invading other country, attacking countries, killing innocent children because a group of oligarchs in our own country were predators to children. Because of that, thousands of Iranian children are going to be killed. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Also, I think there should be more antitrust laws when it comes to media. I don't think people who have positions in the government, such as Elon Musk had a big position in the government and was a huge donate to the MAGA campaign, but he also owns like one of the major media um, outlets in Twitter, X, as he called it, X-rated. He made it, and opened it up to bots because once doesn't really want to stop what our enemies and what the MAGA influencers want. And Peter Thiel, I think he's a MAGA guy now. I think he owns uh, CBS. No, Barry Weiss is running CBS News. Peter Thiel, I think, is running some film studios and some news organizations. And I think a MAGA person has bought CNN. Jeff Bezos, he can't be running Amazon and owning the Washington Post, and he's MAGA as well, a MAGA sympathizer. All right, that's up on the high horse. I walk around here in my hotel room. It's kind of let's say, a colorful place, a place of character, you see. It's really nice. I like it. Out there is Austin. And it's a cool city. And to get to this place, you have to kind of go through a back road, which is like an abandoned dirt road that is what you think of when you think of like Cormac McCarthy, Texas. All right. That's all for now. Try to go into Mexico tomorrow, go to the border, see what's happening down there. And then the next day after, the film and TV festival begins. And that's always a wild time. I'm going to check the local news here in Austin and see what they're talking about and catch some Z's, as they say, because I'll be getting up early and I'll be trying to get some footage that I can edit. All right, like and subscribe, everybody. Tell all your friends about this. This is a little bit of Baltimore here in Austin, Texas. All right, my friends. Okay, that was the first day. I went out for some delicious foods that evening. So that was March 10th, you see. That was the first day I arrived. As you can tell, I was exhausted. But that's all right. Now, let's go back. Let's go in some other highlights in this little journey back into time, as they say. Okay, what happened? All right, let's see. That was Austin. That was Austin. Okay. And then one day I was down at a place called the Never Show. All right. Next day I went down Friday, September 25th, ACDC's live. Well, that's past, right? Wait. Okay, now we will go look at the next day. What happened then kind of the next day? Let's go live on YouTube and see. So that was the 10th. Now we want to see what happened circa the 11th. I think I went into Mexico, right? But I recorded that. All right, we're gonna do a walk into Mexico. Texas Highway. This is San Marcos, Texas. This was where Cormac McCarthy did a great deal of or a great deal of his writing is kept at Texas State University, although we are not going to be stopping by there, but we will be stopping soon. This is what it looks like, a quiet road, middle of the night, 3:30 in the morning, and it is a beautiful night so far. I just want to get everybody a feel for what it's like here. Driving up to some trucks, and soon we're going to pull over to get something to drink. And that's a little bit of late night Texas. I don't know how much you can get to. That's what it is. Hey everyone, I know I look awful, but guess what? This is the greatest place in the world. We're somewhere past near San Antonio, and we have arrived.
Okay, this is when I went to Buc-ee's.
Proceed to the route.
All the way out to
I'm gonna pull my pants. I'm gonna have to terrify.
Buc-ee's.
Hey, it's me. I'm in Eagle Pass. I'm trying to find my way around. Apparently, no one else is doing this. It's very difficult to find. Here's Eagle Pass. Here's Eagle Pass.
Right here is me. And
apparently, finding the way across the bridge is extremely difficult, and it doesn't appear that anyone else wants to do it. We're just doing it. But I don't know what they say. Okay, this is part one, very early in the morning. I look awful. They don't want me. But yeah, I'll touch you. There's another sign. I think I go down there. I think. Down there?
Okay, here's me walking into Mexico.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. Long shadows for this early. All right. But look, I'm walking now into Mexico. I'm on the bridge now. People on here are very kind. There's a golf course down there. That looks cool. I wonder if I can go back that way. The guy paid for it himself. They don't take a card, but the man paid for it himself. Very kind. Good people. A lot of people coming back. All right. To be continued. Here's a golf course right adjacent to the beautiful. And I suppose that down there is the Rio Grande. I hope so anyway. Or I'm going the wrong way. I need to golf. I like golfing. All right, everybody. Keep watching. This will be the adventure now begins. All right, this is Playa del Carmen. It's a very nice place. The people so far are very nice. They're asking about. They said there's a lot of security because of the things that have been happening in the rest of the world, and I understand. But it's not all of us. But this is a cool place. But I don't really see a plaza like this now. I guess we gotta keep talking. Look, here's the street. This is the kind of street I was looking forward to. But I'm gonna keep walking. Alright, leave that on. Here's Danny's Snack. See Danny's Snack? I'm Danny. Here's my hamburgers and snacks. I like it. This is me walking down the main street here in Playa del Carmen. This is my place. It's down here. Beautiful street. People working and walking. For some reason it stopped. Oh, these are photographs. This is Piedras Negras. It is a city, and here are some pictures. Right, I'm walking around. Of course, I don't know any Spanish, and everyone else here knows it. Nobody here knows any English, which is fair, because I don't know any Spanish. But the main plaza was supposed to be somewhere around here. And we'll find it one way or another. I'll damn well tell you that. Lots of places here. Good places. I gotta remember, it's very early in the morning here. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, you know. People aren't really running around doing much yet. But they will. And I'm here. I'm going into what I think is the main Plaza, according to what I was told by Grok. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you anything. But I doing my best. Yeah, this is good. I'm walking. All these places look good. Why not? There. Down there's the big street. No one angry so far. But no plaza. I don't see the plaza. It's all cool though. It is another country, as they say. It's not shocking that you go to another country, then you find, wow, this place is like another country. This has got to be something big. This is a big place here. All right, I got to be sparse with the camera.
Here's some still shots.
There's another video.
This is Plaza.
That's pretty cool. This is art all over the place. See this guy here at the plaza? He built this place, but then after that he got a big head. Funny as usual. Wait, that looks like a ballpark over there. I'm walking this way. I'm probably not taking many good films. I don't want to bother these good people. So I don't want to get lost. This is the EXO, and this is the people going into the United States. From here. This is the gas station. This is the main street. Look at all these trucks. Oh, it is warm now. This is the street the lady said I talked to walk on. So, oh look, the trains are going. Awesome. Cool. Okay, here's the scary part about Mexico. There's dog there. Dog run loose. Dog's running loose. Don't like dogs running loose. See him? I don't like it. I don't like it. It's scary. Dogs are scary loose. Look at him. Walking around. Alright, here's some more. This is Mexico. This is some housing. This is a regular street. Walking on here. The sun, as you can see, is beating down. It's unforgiving. I am heading back to the United States. I like it here, but you must understand I need my phone not to run out and heat. The heat. Here we are walking some more of the town. We'll find our way back to the other side. America. Hello. It's up here. Good. Barber shop, I need a haircut. Low fade, flat top. Oh, now it's starting to read English. My non-English speaking. These orange stuff. The corner. What is the name of this street we are on? The Paris. Oh, look at the street. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Cool. I am filming now. The last bit of Mexico that I can. Beautiful place. This is the plaza. This is really an incredible place. It's a beautiful park. People. Shops on that side. Beautiful art.
Oh, there's me driving through Texas. I can stop by a border control guy. All right, that's the first day of the adventure. All right. That was the first day of adventures. There were other days, and let's go see them. Okay, everybody. We looked at live. Okay. Now that was Pietros Negros. Let's see. What do we want to see? Let's see the beginning of Larry David. This was Larry David's talk. This is my short, so hold on. I'm going to begin again, and we're going to share a screen, and we're just going to watch like the first few seconds of this. Hold on now, everybody. 6 people. Watch this. 6 people. You are going to see the beginning of what we saw Larry David. This is me filming, and that's me laughing in the background. Alfonso, Alfredo, Alenzio, Alapoa was the assistant. Okay. We have this here? Yes. Let me put myself down here. That's right. Now let me make this big. That's right. Now watch this, everybody. Listen to me laughing. Me. One of the first days at the festival. Larry David. Oh.
What am I doing here? What is this? What is this? It's a panel.
You like a good panel.
I like a panel in my house. You know, I don't necessarily love traveling to a panel.
But you wouldn't want all these people in your house.
I wouldn't want you in my house.
I do rarely get invited. I realize it. You know, there's a reason. Well, I think you're very happy to talk to all these people collectively, as opposed to having to talk to any of them individually.
I noticed she's signing over there. I'm just wondering if anybody's using it. Anyone? Continue.
We got a show. Yeah, we got a new show. We have a new show. We even got a title for the new show. You want to tell me what the title is?
The title is Life, Larry, and the Pursuit of Unhappiness.
An Almost History of America.
Yeah, an almost history of America.
And in fact, I think we can actually show it. We can actually show it. We have a little title card. Yeah, and so that's the title card. Yeah, you can. Please withhold your tepid applause till we finish speaking. And it's going to be coming out.
Okay, that was Larry. That was one day. Now let's go back and see what we did live over here at the old festival. Let's see. Okay, this was walking around the University of Texas. Longhorns. Beautiful school. Watch this now, everybody. Never dye your gray hair. This is me walking around the stadium. All right. This is walking over the University of Texas. Still picture. Trying to keep it still here. Photographing. That's got to be the stadium, right? I take a sharp left turn at 820 feet. Oh man, there's no bull here. This place is all Texas. That wind, howling wind. There it is. There's the stadium for you. Here's a horse for you. See it. Okay, sharp left. Okay, sharp left turn. Okay. Look at this guy. Oh, look at this. Isn't that cool? I wonder who that is. That's his friend. Yeah, there's the stadium. That's the ball. That's the stadium. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Tonight we will do the NFL Draft podcast, and it was written by me. It was written by building. Hope I didn't mess up any of his art. Yeah. Look at it. There we go. Red McCombs. Yeah. Ah, beautiful. And there it is. Oh, there we go. Careful going. All right. Here we are. There are people. Turn down the sound on this one and speed it up since this is pretty much doesn't really need sound. There's a lot of shaking. I'm sorry for that. There's me walking around, seeing tourists. There's the entryway to the Darrell Royal Stadium, Texas, the University of Texas. Pretty cool. Cool. There's me walking around some more. If you ever get a chance to get to Austin, don't neglect the University of Texas, which is pretty much Austin. It's a very diverse school. It's a very highly accredited academic place. Serious academics, all sides, not both sides. Different, various sides that actually are sides. Not both sides as they think of it today. There's somebody, he's playing. All right. Okay, that's all for that one. All right, that was the university. Let's go back now. We will go back now to some more live Austin. Here's the Austin Tower. I'll do the Austin Tower. How long is this one? Okay. This one's about 7 minutes, but I'll turn off the sound. Hold on now, everybody. Ooh, now. Ooh, now. The captions on. Turn the speed up. This is the famous tower at the University of Texas. Really cool. the famous tower. You'll all see it's iconic. It's part 2 of my walking around the University of Texas. Yep, there I am walking around like an idiot. I didn't really walk this fast, but this was through the plaza. I'm trying to find that tower, that famous tower, get a good shot. They were doing a lot of construction around it. There it is. But I get closer. As you can see, I'm walking around. Friendly campus. Very friendly, kind, nice, gracious people, cordial. There's me looking rough. There's that famous tower. You can see all the scaffolding, which means construction, of course. Nothing gets by me. Yes, I am hyping our mock draft. Now, we have the best mock draft because we're always right. Look back at our record. Look at this. This is funny. This is the woman's reproductive area, but later you're going to see something that is hilarious. It's actually the symbol of the University of Texas, somebody being funny, but that's all right. I don't know what they thought was funny, but okay. We're walking around. There's some dorms. That's the tower again with the beautiful sun behind it. It was a cool day, but it was nice weather. How's the sound, everybody? How's the sound? Write in the chat if we can do something about the sound. The camera is too shaky, I know. I'm trying to get a GoPro, DJI GoPro 3 or 4. The 4 is coming out at the end of April. Do these kind of shots give them justice? Do them justice. Stabilize, but be able to move quickly. And not so conspicuously as with the gimbal. I love me a gimbal. I didn't have the gimbal with me that day. All right, now there's me trying to get back to the parking lot. All right. Pretty cool, huh? It was cool that morning, but look at all the students. They're already prepared for a warm day. They are some smart MFers, I'll tell you that. I could tell just by walking around them. All right, there me by a tree. I'm looking for the Brazos parking garage. Really, the shakiness is really very poor for us at this point. We got to get that GoPro. I'm getting the GoPro 4 coming out this week or by the end of April. DJI Pocket GoPro. Here I am. So look, now they have this statue here, these two things that look like testicles, big testicles. So they have the symbol of the school is a woman's reproductive system, iconic tower, and then two balls, big balls. So somebody's funny at the University of Texas in Austin. Funny people. Okay, now we will continue with this little, the journey, if you will, or if you won't. Let's see. Let's get some better highlights. Let's see. All right. Then that was later. Let's see. Our buddy. This was cool. One of my favorites. In fact, I would say my favorite actor, Riz Ahmed. from the night of, from the Sound of Metal, Academy Award winning and Emmy winning, and a rap star, and not one of the nicest people you'd want to meet. I know he's trying to sell a show, but he did sing. And Dev Patel, who was in Slumdog Millionaire. Okay, let's watch this then. Share the screen. Let's see, what speed do we want this? We'll do the subtitles. Playback speed. We'll just do the beginning and we'll skip through some parts. And we'll share. There it is. That's the lady. She runs a podcast. I'm not sure who she is.
Of nature, this path paver, this lyrical lassie that is Riz Ahmed. But first, we're going to welcome you all to the South by Southwest featured conversation for the upcoming Amazon MGM Studios original series, Babe. Y'all ready for that? Yeah. I thought so. So thank you for being here today. Now I am thrilled to be moderating this panel behind the hysterical and highly relatable show. Riz Ahmed, we can warm welcome to the one and only Riz Ahmed.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
Hey everyone.
The series is incredible. I'm sorry, no spoilers, except it's incredibly good. I got a special link.
She's right, it is good. It was quite good, I saw it.
Welcome to
Thank
Texas.
you as well. Like, I don't know, when Star Wars released the photo that I was in the cast, I had all these people hitting me up, texting me like, oh, bro, you're killing it, amazing, wow, you're smashing it. That same week, I got banned from my local supermarket for suspected shoplifting. I was not shoplifting. I should have been.
Now that you clarify it so hard, it seems like
I had my washing machine broke. I didn't have any clean clothes. I was wearing bright pink swim shorts and a bright pink puffer jacket. I had a massive bag full of dirty laundry. They thought I was a crazy person. I came in. I forgot to beat the pizza on the way out. They started accusing me of shoplifting. I hadn't slept very much. And I was like, bro, I'm in Star Wars. It was like, he's definitely crazy. And banned me from the thing. And I was like, there's the gap between like, Star Wars, Hollywood, whatever, and like actually, I now need to walk up a jacket. I had a massive bag full of dirty laundry. They thought I was a crazy person. I came in, I forgot to beat the pizza on the way out. They started accusing me of shoplifting. I hadn't slept very much. And I was like, bro, I'm in Star Wars. It was like, he's definitely crazy. And banned me from the thing. And I was like, there's the gap between like, Star Wars, Hollywood, whatever, and like actually, I now need to walk.
Because if so, I'm just overdoing this, man. That's crazy.
Is she allowed to do the accent like that?
I think so.
we're
He's gonna do it. And why did he did? Shane Gillis.
Thing happened where I met the Queen, God rest her soul. And I went to meet the Queen at Windsor Castle, right? Windsor Castle, I mean, it's a castle, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like something from medieval times. It's crazy. It was like a UK film reception. Loads of people there, like Idris, Kenneth Branagh, loads of people, and you line up to meet the Queen in a long line, right? And there's somebody there stood next to
I was in the audience.
Roles, and what they do is like, Liza Koshy, actress and writer, and then the Queen goes like that, shakes her hand.
Keep watching, everybody.
Do whatever you want. And so I'm waiting for my, and they go, Riz Ahmed, actor and writer. And see, how would you shake hands? Shake hands like this, right? You know, the Queen. Queen shake hands like this.
How do you grab that?
Exactly. How do you grab that? So exactly. So from where I was, if you go like this, like, I thought she was trying to spud me. And I thought, you know what? Fair play to her for code switching like that. I'm not going to be offended. I'm going to go with it. So I was like looking at, yeah, so I go like this. And so the security goes like this. So I go like this. It was so weird. She just kind of looked at it like that. Yeah, so strange, the whole thing. things like that kept happening, and I was like, for about 10 years, I was writing, I can't believe this shit is happening. It happens all the time. Like, bro, even when my first interview I did for this show was with GQ. Well, I filmed this in my neighborhood that I grew up in, Wembley. Shout out Wembley. That's polite of you, you're not
You're relaxing,
like,
man.
shit! But yeah, so I filmed it in that neighborhood. There's locations in there that mean so much to me when I was growing up. There's a scene in episode 1 where my character has a panic attack in a nightclub. That literally happened to me in that club, in that place. I wanted to recreate certain episodes from my life in that way. So there was overlap, but it's not just it's not like a biopic,
Yeah, I get you. Can I ask how you made it through that panic attack as Riz versus as Sean?
Drugs mainly. It was what I was doing there. No, it's just an interesting story. So I was supporting Wu-Tang Clan in concert, right? So they're like the first rap I ever memorized as a kid when I was 11 years old was Wu-Tang, right?
A big inspiration for your own music.
I mean, huge inspiration for me for my music, and so I'm getting to support them. I'm just so gassed. Wu-Tang were very late, right? So they're going to be on stage at 9. It's 10:30. They haven't arrived. They haven't arrived at the venue. They're not there. So I'm like, should I go on still? I'm gonna have gone on at 8, right, or whatever. But no, wait. Okay, goes like 10:30. It's like, should I go on? He goes, no, still wait. Okay, now they're at the hotel. It's almost 11. Now you go out. The crowd are there, like they're bored, bro. They're waiting for like Method Man and Jizza to come out. Out comes this like small Pakistani man. Like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm here to entertain you. And they were not feeling it. And so the 5,000 people just started booing. As soon as I came out, and they're all booing, they're all just booing. And so a sick part of my mind wants to recreate that right now and just have you all boo me. Actually don't, I'll have another panic attack. And so they're all just booing, and I start playing my music, and the boos get louder. Like, this is not Wu-Tang, bro. You are not Method Man. And so I pulled the track, and what I did is I thought, okay, you guys might respect lyricism, so I started doing an a cappella rap. And slowly, 5,000 boos turned to like 4,500, 3,000. I started flipping, and then now there's 50 people clapping. Now there's 3,500 people still booing, but 1,000 of them are kind of going, okay, we don't mind it. And by the end of the rap, everyone just gave me a round of applause. And then I was like,
it was fun.
Oh, here's Deb.
Man, Brick Wit is so dry.
Who's in Slumdog Millionaire?
It was fun.
So take me back there.
That's Deb Patel. That's
the moment that
Riz
this
Ahmed.
opportunity crossed your desk for the first time. Why was it that you had to be involved in the project?
Look, I've been lucky to work with some, really great filmmakers. Sam Mendes, Armando Iannucci, Christopher Nolan, Danny Boyle, because I didn't physically assault the guy. But sometimes when someone like Riz comes to you, he's sort of like cap in hand, kind of going, "Bro, please be in my TV show." I'm like, yeah, it's good to give back. Do you know what I mean? Like active service sort of. Yeah.
Right, like give back, and also, right, like you give range. As an actor, you want to be a part of a variety of projects, both like massive.
Yeah, and then also smaller, so yeah, because I always think that it's as well as like the big sure shot hits, it's also good to do stuff where you're like, I'm not even sure it's gonna work. Sort of thing.
So then that begs the question, Riz.
Sorry.
Why was it for you that Kamesh was so, right for the role?
Well, he was my number one choice for it. Honestly, he was like, there was no one else I could see in the role, and he was my number one choice, particularly after everyone else passed it. So like after Idris said no, John Boyega said no, said no, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and also one of my cousins said no. Then I was like, there's no one else I can see in this, and it was my first choice, So I went to it.
So then for you, that was like immediate yes.
But it's about options, though, isn't it? In a way, it's about options, because I feel like the good thing about Himesh is you're sure he's usually going to be available.
When you're sure has anyone seen it? I mean,
It's not out in US theaters yet.
well, yeah, but my point is, like, I'm saying what I admire about you though is that you're not scared to like make stuff that hardly anyone might watch unless like, the English teacher puts it on. Do you know what I mean?
I'm fearless in that way. I'm fearless, and I think he's fearless as well. I think you can admit, like, something that's really amazing about him is he's willing to laugh at himself, right? Right? Like, that clip you saw, obviously the joke is that he would ever be considered to be James Bond. Because that's obviously ridiculous and silly. And
No, but I think-
to be the butt of that joke.
But
which
the
I think
wider
says a
joke,
lot.
obviously, of the whole show is it's kind of silly that you would be considered to play Bond, no? Like
That's actually not the joke, that's the very believable part of the show. Yeah, because that's still literally what's still happening. And here's the thing, like, this reminds me of being on set, I had to keep explaining the scenes to him. Me being Bond is very serious, very believable, very truthful. You being Bond is obviously very silly and absurd and makes believe. And that's the joke.
because we all know they're looking for a younger Bond, right? So they're not like someone of your generation playing Bond is crazy.
My generation. Yeah. We're the same generation, bro.
35.
Guys, I think so a really great time, speaking of time, like that,
I'm 35.
right now might be a great time for our audience to check out the trailer, right, audience? You want to see that trailer? Let's go ahead and take a look.
See how old you are.
Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? My name is Councilman Riz Ahmed. I proudly represent District 9 on the Austin City Council. I'm also proud to say I'm the first Muslim and first South Asian on the Austin City Council. But decades ago, before my time on the council, I was a brown Muslim Pakistani kid growing up in New York right after 9/11. And right after 9/11, just the temperature on the ground wasn't very welcoming even for little brown Muslim kids in New York City and anywhere else in the country. And when I looked at the media for some sort of relief from all that, I saw people who looked like me, who looked like everyone on the stage, either a joke, either made fun of because of how they looked or how they sounded, or they were a villain. They were always a terrorist in a movie. So fast forward a few years, listening to music like post 9/11 blues, listening to Sweatshop Boys, and seeing movies like Four Lions and Nightcrawler, which is so impactful for me and I know for folks in the community. But oddly, the most impactful thing, and it was a bit touched on during the panel, I have a little brother who's 17 years younger than me. He was a happy mistake, is what my parents say. But I took him to see Star Wars Rogue One. And I was in the theater and I'd seen Star Wars growing up as a kid, didn't really know what I was getting into. And I saw Riz in the movie. And I was so touched that for the first time in my adult life, I saw someone who looked like me portrayed as a good guy, that I went to a toy store right after, and I got a Riz Ahmed action figure. And if you go to City Hall right now, on my desk is the Riz Ahmed action figure. So anytime I take any meeting, people see an action figure on my desk. But the city so appreciates the work that you've done. And on behalf of the city, we have a proclamation to present. So if you want to hold it, and I will read it. Proclamation says, be it known that whereas Riz Ahmed is an accomplished actor, musician, and storyteller whose work has helped broaden representation and bring diverse voices to audiences around the world, and whereas through his dedication to the arts, he has earned critical acclaim while using his platform to encourage creativity, dialogue, and opportunity for emerging artists, and whereas Riz Ahmed has somehow managed to excel as an actor, musician, writer, and advocate all at once, setting an example that ambition and creativity go hand in hand. Now, therefore, I, Councilman Riz Ahmed, on behalf of Kirk Watson, Mayor of the City of Austin, Texas, and the rest of the Austin City Council, do hereby proclaim March 15, 2026 as Riz Ahmed Day in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why it's really great to have cousins that work in government. And this is why nepotism is actually really underrated. Thank you so much, man. This is extremely, extremely meaningful. And I think of the actors up here today, you chose the correct one. To name the day after.
I like to think it's all of us together.
That's an interesting take. And so thank you for that very much. I also want to say that today in the UK is Mother's Day. Honestly, I think this is a better idea. With that, I'm going to take this back with me to the UK, see if we can replace Mother's Day with this. Which
Hopefully your mom doesn't take that.
she's going to be taking it. She's going to take this number. Thank you so much. It's extremely meaningful, and thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you to everyone out there who is trying to tell stories that are kind of stretching our idea of who and what might be considered human. And this is extremely important.
All right, he was cool. I was impressed. And that's all for that one. Okay. And here we are, back at the regular one. Remember, if I didn't mention it, tonight, live tonight, will be the NFL mock draft. And we already did the joke about the mock draft, but this is serious. Our people, our football prognosticating man, a one-man prognosticating machine, came up with this draft, all 32 players. There's going to be some surprises that other people didn't do. We were way ahead of it on almost everybody. To give you a reminder of something that we said, I don't know how his career will go, but C.J. Stroud was picked after Bryce Young, and we said that that was the wrong choice, and that was back then. And so far, it's been the wrong choice, but yeah, okay, things change. All right, now let's look at some more. We'll look at some more Austin stuff. Let's see. I did Larry David. And okay, now we're gonna do some live. Paramount Theater. The Bob Odenkirk part. And what's the videotape? Okay. Here's me giving a talk. The South by Southwest Film Festival, and it's early morning here, and we're doing a show here. And this is the apartment, and that's really cool. And let's see, let's look outside. The camera's following me, so I just want to show you the outside here. See this? This is the lamp. Look at it. It's pretty cool. That's outside. That's I-35, if you can see it. Can you? Yep, that's it. That's what it looks like. Turn off the television. I'm over here now. It's supposed to be tracking me over here. And it is. This is the other side of the room. Hey, over here, you're supposed to track me. Hey, over here. Okay. Anyway, that's how it is here at the old South by Southwest Film Festival. First day, came in, took the long trip through the Texas deserts from Austin down to Eagle Pass. then went over to Piedras Negras on the Mexican border. And that was pretty cool. It's a Mexican town, and it was there's a lot of stress going on because of the U.S. policies towards Mexico. Seems to be a lot of stress, but that's okay. I was trying to represent as an American. It's everything you think of as a Mexican city way within Mexico, not right on the border, has seemingly no border influences. They let you walk over the bridge, but they don't really seem to want people to do it. The information that I was going by was maybe a couple of years old, and somebody who wasn't named Donald was president, and there was more of a positive vibe between the countries. But the only information I got is that, especially since the Venezuela incident, they don't seem to want nothing to do with no United of States. But I was over there and tried to have a good time, walked around, tried to talk to people, and no one's not much English. And I speak no Spanish, so I can't say anything about that. A lot of the flavor and the culture and everything you think of a town, say, from 1955, but I would just from seeing in the movies, a Mexican town, Piedras Negras. And that was the first day. The next day, went to the film festival, checked in, talked to some people, and walked around the University of Texas, Austin. And then we went into town, the crew and me, and we checked out what was going on in the festival. It was a lot of meet and greets and a lot of people holding sessions, innovative sessions for film and TV and video editing for content creators and AI for use for content creators. And it was more of like getting all the paperwork, your registration, getting your badge. And then we walked around the city, the crew and I, and we checked out what was going on around downtown Austin, not far from the Capitol, on Congress Avenue and 6th Street. And started out a cool day yesterday, but it got nice and warm. And today it'll be more film festival. So just wanted to check in with everyone. I can see what's going on in this hotel. This is a hotel in North Austin, as you can see. It's quite a lovely hotel. I'm checking out my microphone. So the camera is tracking me. Still shaky now. It's tracking me. Okay. I like this part of it. It's cool. Just taking it slow, getting ready for the day. And we will see some movies and see a keynote speaker. And have some adventure at the South by Southwest Festival 2026. Let's see how this tracking device works. I'm going to walk all the way over here. Come on over. Does it come over this way? I have to walk down this way. Let's go by the window. What you see outside this window is I-35. And that's pretty cool to be that close. That gets you right into the city. All right. Got some good footage. Yesterday, I'll film put together when get back to Baltimore. And We will talk to you all later and update you with any incredible things that happened today at the South by Southwest Film Festival here in Austin, Texas. Late night, Baltimore. Signing out. All right. That was now we'll do some shorts because I'm thinking of trying to find some of the stuff we did. Let's see, the library we saw. All right, let's see. Some live stuff. Saw Bob Odenkirk. I don't see him in there. All right. We're going to look at some shorts then for the rest of the last few minutes of this. Here we are. First, remember this, I want to show here's Eric Andre. Yes, this is the Comedy Mothership. Here we are live at the Comedy Mothership. Tonight, Joe Rogan is going to come out and he's going to feature, it's going to be a shocking set. It's going to be Joe Rogan and his MAGA oligarchs. And then in the second act will be Joe Rogan doing people in the Epstein files who's been on his show. And then in the third act, he's going to do the greatest. He's going to do a surprise, probably walking back his MAGA support and Trump-loving support. And it all happens tonight, right here at the Comedy Mothership. Okay, everybody? All right, that's all. So it's going to be the Epstein oligarchs. Yes, this is the comedy. We went down. No one watching. No one cares. You know why they don't watch this stuff? Because they call it low effort content. That's what YouTube labels this stuff. You know, where you're just driving. However, holding your phone and not getting killed in Texas is that is not low effort. That is high effort, I say. Fighting. That's cool. Hey everybody, this is late night ball. I heard Idris Elba's talk after playing Stringer Bell on the Wire in Baltimore.
and I didn't know he was from Britain. He went from like Stringer Bell, like, well, what we got to do is we got to wait some time, and then we're going to call the brother up in New York, Brother Mazzono. He's coming down here. Oh, you sending the brother? Well, why didn't you say so? Until to hello, old chap. Oh, I certainly did enjoy making this film. And you're hearing it, and it's kind of hilarious to me. But when I heard Idris Elba's talk after playing Stringer Bell on the Wire.
That's original music from the late night Baltimore music contributors. You don't like that? Yeah, what's wrong with you? We'll get straight. Love. This is the small part. Here's Invisible Driver, the no driver cars in Austin. I'm not looking at this. Landed with this short.
Thank you. And thank you to the previous person up here. It took a lot of courage to be that untalented and take the stage. Okay, the draft is horrible. The draft sucks.
All right, that was just some stuff. All right, so we filled it with. I just wanted to review some of the stuff we saw. What we didn't see was Bob Odenkirk stuff, his new show, and I'm going to go over that later and try to put that in. But tonight, to you all, will be live, and you can call in tonight. It'll be a call-in show. The NFL draft, mock draft by us. The late night Baltimore. So we'll talk a lot about what the Ravens will choose. With that, I'm choosing a different background. I'm choosing a background. This is my background. Now, what y'all think of that? That's the National Football League. And that stands for not for long. If you don't watch this show, because you won't know who's in it and you won't know who's out of it. And this is the best show about football. Because we know football. We're better than you, friends. We know football better than anybody. Don't let them think. Don't listen to them. The people that don't know that we're the best when it comes to football. We might not be the best at other things. We're the best football organization. The light went out anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, everybody. Support your Baltimore station tonight. Call in. And thank you for watching a little reminiscing about the old trip to Austin Film Festival and Mexico and such. All right, everybody. I will say good night. We are going to have a new show tonight. I'm stretching already. I'm already doing my stretches. This is going to be so great of a mock draft that if you don't watch it, you don't care about the NFL. I know a lot of people are giving up on the NFL. You know what? We might do some Orioles too. We might just do that. Hey, that's how we roll here. We come up with what we want, and we're going to have we are going to have a very incredible show, and we are going to have a lot of great sports tonight. So you can comment tonight if you so dare, if you so wish, if you have the courage. Look at that lighting. That is some cool ass lighting. Green screen effects. All right, everyone. I keep saying that. I know. Good night, everybody. Look forward to the show. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. We're trying to build a better product. Consistency is the root. We try to do different things, and we definitely do sports, especially the NFL, like nobody else. We really are the best NFL show. That I can say. I don't think we're bragging. So we'll check up and see how the horrible regime is doing today. Now we're fighting the fight here in our own incredible Baltimore, what I like to call the Forever City. In fact, let's see if I can find my no. We don't want the sounds. All right, we don't want sound because I want to show you the Forever City advertisement. I invented, I wrote. That's what Baltimore is. Forever City. Here's me. Here we go. Now this I will share. Before we do it up, I'm trying to push this. Autumn. Forever City. Remember, you learned it here first. All right, that's all for that one. Thank you for watching. Okay, everybody. We put a little show in there to catch up to where we are, and we will see you all. Leave a like, a subscribe, and be prepared for our NFL show, and maybe we'll do some A's. I think the Orioles are off tonight. Let's check their Orioles record before we go. The Orioles do play tonight. They are at the Chicago White Sox. What is their record? Let's see. What are the standings of the Baltimore Orioles? They're 3-6. Okay, yeah, come on, guys. I said they were going to be good, and I think they're going to be good. Okay. I know everybody thinks this is the coolest shirt in the world. It's Bruce Lee playing it as a DJ, and that is cool. I got that from one of the Avenger movies, Tony Stark. Why can't we have oligarchs like that in real life? Why are they all doofuses in real life and not cool and moral people like they are in Avengers movies? That's my question to you all as we end the show. Okay, everybody. Like, subscribe. Thanks for the ones who did watch. And we will all see you for the next show. Have MAGA and have a good afternoon.
Big Rooster.